Hello, and welcome. Watchers. Today me and my team will explain what is the basic of communication. But before that we gonna introduce ourselves.
Hello guys, my name is Nail.
Hello, my name is Zuriel Joseph Joimone.
First of all, my name is Sadan Adwarafi.
Let me to introduce myself. My name is Rova Syaputra.
Hello everyone, introduce, my name is Hafiz Riza Pratama.
That is our team in this video, and there is gonna be 5 points that we will talk about, which is 1 is why communication skills important at work. 2 is what is communication. 3 is types of communication. 4 is verbal communication. 5 is process of communication. 1 is why communication skills important at work.
Why communication is very important in the workplace. So communication skills are fundamental to workplace success because they facilitate clear information exchange, collaboration, problem solving, and relationship building, leadership, conflict and resolution, and professional growth. So I have several reasons why communication skill is very important. First of all is effective and collaboration, clear information, communicative, ensuring that all members are on the same page. It helps coordinating tasks, sharing idea, and provide feedback, leading to more productive and harmonious work environment. And second one is problem solving. Good communication for the effective resolution of problem when issue arise. Being able to discuss them openly and clearly can lead to quicker and more effective solution. And the third one is relation building or relationship building. Strong communication skill help build maintain relationship with colleagues, client, and stakeholder. Good relationship are foundation to positive work environment and can lead to increased job satisfaction and loyalty. And the fourth one is productivity and effective. Clear instruction and expectation reduce misunderstanding and error. This can be streamlined process and improve overall productivity and effectivity in the workplace. And the five is conflict resolution. Conflict are inevitable in any workplace. Effective communication skill help the addressing and resolving dispute in constructive manner, preventing escalation and fostering a healthier work environment. And the sixth is leadership and management. For those in leadership position, strong communication skills are essential for motivating and guiding teams, setting clear goals, and providing constructive feedback. And seven, adaptive and innovation. Open the communication and encourage the sharing of idea and feedback, which can lead the innovation and the ability to adapt changing circumstance. It fosters to a culture where new ideas are welcome and considered. And the eighth, client and customer relation. Good communications is key to understand and meeting need of the client customer. It building trust and ensure that their expectations are managed and met, leading to better service and satisfaction. And the last one is professional growth. Effective communication is a vital skill for professional, and professional development is enhanced to ability to convey your idea, present your work, advocative for yourself and your team. In conclusion, communication skills are foundational of many aspects of workplace, from fostering and productive environment to driving individual and organizing growth. Maybe that's all from me. Thank you. Goodbye.
2 is what is communication.
What is communication? What is communication? Communication is a process by which information is exchanged between individuals through a common system of symbols, signs, or behavior. A common way to classify communication is by whether information is exchanged between humans, members of other species, or even non-living entities, such as a computer. For human to communicate, a central contrast between verbal and non-verbal communication. Verbal communication involves the exchange of message in linguistic form, including spoken and written messages as well as a sign language. But a non-verbal communication happens without the use of linguistic system. For example, a body language, touch, facial expression. Another distinction in between interpersonal communication, which happen between distant persons, and interpersonal Communication competence is the ability to communicate well and applies to the skill of formulating messages and understanding them. Human human communication has a long history, and how people exchange information has changed over time. These changes were usually triggered by the new development of communication technologies. For example, there are invention of writing system, the development of mass printing, and the use of radio and television, and the invention of the internet. The technological advances also led us to new forms of communication, such as the exchange of data between computers, social media, and much more. And from my own experience, communication is very important. For instance, let's say we work on an assembly line on a factory. Every every node must communicate to other node to know what is going on for the product. If one node is broken or not working, we must tell each other to help or fix the problem. In conclusion, communication is very important. Communication also helps us to build relationship by allowing us to share experience and help others when needed. That is all my explanation about what is communication. Thank you.
3 is types of communication.
Type of communication. Type of communication refers to the various methods or channels through which information is exchanged between individuals or groups. There are 5 types of communication. The first, verbal communication. Verbal communication occurs when we engage in speaking with others. It can be face to face, over the telephone, via Skype or Zoom, and etc. Some verbal engagements are informal, such as chatting with a friend over coffee or in the office kitchen, while others are more formal, such as a schedule. Regardless of the type, it is not just about the words, it is also about the caliber and complexity of those words. How we string those words together to create an overarching message, as well as the intonation used while speaking and when occurring face to face. While the words are important, they cannot be separated from non-verbal communication. The second, non-verbal communication. What we do while we speak often says more than the actual words. Nonverbal communication includes facial expression, posture, eye contact, hand movement, and touch. For example, if you are engaged in a conversation with your boss about your cost saving idea, it is important to pay attention to both their words and their nonverbal communication. Your boss might be in agreement with your idea verbally, but their nonverbal cues, avoiding eye contact, sagging, scrunched up face, etc., indicate something different. The third, written communication. Whether it is an email, a memo, a report, a Facebook post, a tweet, a contract, and etc. All forms of written communication have the same goal to disseminate information in a clear and concise manner. Though that objective is often not achieved. And for listening. The act of listening does not often make its way onto the list of types of communication. Active listening, however, is perhaps one of the most important types of communication because if we cannot listen to the person sitting across from us, we cannot effectively engage with them. Think about a negotiation. Part of the process is to assess what the opposition wants and needs. Without listening, it is impossible to assess that, which make it difficult to achieve a win outcome. And the last, visual communication. Visual communication. We are a visual society. Think about it. Television are running 24 per 7. Facebook is visual with memes, videos, image, and etc. Instagram is an image-only platform, and at first, teasers use imagery to sell product and ideas. Think about from a personal perspective, the image we post on social media are meant to convey meaning, to communicate a message. In some cases, that message might be look at me, I'm in Italy, or I just want an award. Others are carefully curated to tug on our heartstrings, injured animals, crying children, and etc. Thank you.
4 is verbal communication.
About verbal communication. What is verbal communication? Verbal communication is the act of conveying message, talk, or information through spoken words. It's a fundamental aspect of human interaction and plays a crucial role in everyday life. Ranging from casual conversations to formal presentations, here's a comprehensive explanation of verbal communication. The first is definition. Verbal communication involves the use of language to transmit information between individual or groups. It encompasses spoken words, vocal tones, and vocal cues such as pitch, volume, and intonation. And then elements of verbal communication. Verbal communication. Words. The first is word. The basic units of verbal communication. Words carry specific meanings and can be combined to form sentence, conveying complex ideas. And then tone. The emotional quality or attitude conveyed through the speaker voice. Tone can indicate sincerity, excitement, anger, or other emotions. Pitch, the highness or lowness of a person's voice. It can convey emphasis, urgency, or authority. Volume, the loudness or softness of speech. Volume can reflect confidence, assertiveness, or passivity. Pace, the speed at which words are spoken. A fast pace might indicate excitement or nervousness, while a slow pace might convey thoughtfulness or seriousness. The last is intonation, rise and fall of pitch. In speech, intonation can convey emphasis, questions, or emotional nuance. Now is types of verbal communication. There are face-to-face communication, telephone communication, public speaking, broadcasting, and voice messaging. Function of verbal communication. Functions of verbal communication. Expressive function, conveying thought, emotion, and opinions. Informative function, sharing fact, instruction, or knowledge. Directive functions, giving comments, requests, or guidance. Social function, building relationships, bonding, or maintaining social norms. Transaction function, negotiating, problem solving, or reaching agreements. Now is factor influencing verbal communication: cultural background, context, relationship dynamic, personal characteristic, and environmental factors. The last is importance of verbal communication: clarity and understanding. Verbal communication facilitates clear expression and comprehension of ideas. And then relationship building, effective verbal communication foster connection, trust, and rapport among individuals. Problem solving, it enables collaborative problem solving through discussion, negotiation, and clarification. Okay.
5 is process of communication.
The process of communication. Okay, so communication process are message between one or more parties through various means or channels with the aim of understanding, sharing information, or influencing others. There are two forms of communication, including first verbal and secondly nonverbal. Verbal communication is communication that use verbal symbols. These symbols can be in the form of verbal language, spoken and written. And second, and nonverbal communication is the process of communication by conveying message without the presence of verbal symbols. For example, traf, A, and face symbols, second, movement, and also touch. The communication process itself consists of six stages, namely, first, the sender has an idea or idea. Second, the sender turns an idea into a message. Third, the sender conveys the message. Fourth, the recipient receives a message. Fifth, the receiver interprets the message. Sixth, the recipient responds and sends feedback to the sender. How can the communication process take place? As a social being, communication is an important element in human life. Communication activities will arise if a human being interacts with other humans. So it can be said the communication arises as a result of social relationship, which consists of several components, including first, coding, second, transmission, third, media, fourth, decoding, and the last, feedback. And the last example of a communication process, for example, you may release that you are hungry and encode the following message to send to your roommate. I'm hungry. Do you want to eat pizza tonight? When your roommate receives the message, he translates your communication and turns it back into mind to understand its meaning. Maybe just this, what I can speak in front of you. And the last I say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.